Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Mma Analyst here to do my recap for UFC 121. It's over. I'm trying to not have the smile all over my face, looking like an amateur. I am one, but I don't want y'all to know it. It's times like this where somebody who makes predictions has to remember all the times he was wrong, including half this card, so that they can sit back and say, you're going to get some right and you're going to get some wrong. However, that doesn't change the feeling about ones you really want to get right. Like, there's certain times where you get one wrong and you're like, oh, I got it wrong. And then you get one wrong and you're like, damn, I got it wrong. And then this is one where you're like, yeah, we all got it right. And when I say we all, I'm talking about all the fighters. Like Joe Rogan was saying, man, even Vegas was like, we can't really put any kind of real difference in this. We got to make this close. Brock Lesnar was like minus 140 and Kane was like plus 120. That might as well be even. But let's get down to the fight. Brock Lesnar, like I'm see, I don't want to say like I've been trying to say, but like I've been trying to say. Brock Lesnar's a big, strong, fast guy, but he's not, the powerhouse that lifts you up over the head. People just thought that, and even I thought when he faced Randy Couture that he was just gonna be like, rah, and like throw Randy into the fourth row, and they'd be like, well, I guess that's a TKO. But when I didn't see that happen, I was like, oh, hold on. He's big and he's muscular, but he's not all I thought he was with the strength side of things. Yeah, somebody like Frank Mir who, pulls guard, and then now you've got this big, freaking refrigerator on you. Okay, that's going to be a situation where, man, somebody can't move. But in a fight like this, when he's running across there trying to take Cain Velasquez down, and Cain Velasquez stuffs it, and then he tries to take him down, he gets him down, he pops right back up, gets against the cage, Brock's already tired. You got to realize, nobody in any sport, not even the most conditioned human on earth, can plan to go 15 minutes with that kind of start. I'm not saying that Brock should gas in the first 2 minutes after one stuff takedown, one get up, and one wall lean. I'm not saying he should gas then. But it's clear that he was not planning on that fight going past the first round. Because when your game plan is, little jog to the right to act like you're not going to just dart in, and then a big dart, all of your energy, oh snap, this didn't work. Cage, down, I got him. Oh snap, he's back up. Lean, shoot. That's not how this was supposed to go. Because you don't train for round 4 if you're training for round 1 looking like that. So Brock Lesnar thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over there, grab this little Mexican, toss him back to Mexico, and go home with the belt. But Cain was like, no. I can stuff takedowns, I can pop back up. I've got my own thing going on. And that's what happened. Cain Velasquez used his superior technique. Again, with the strikes, he wasn't... I'm not even going to pretend like if he went and fought Brock before Shane, that he wouldn't have just went... and maybe wouldn't finish. I don't know if that would have happened. But I know that the Cain that I see, putting his 1-2 together and not hitting the mic, knocking out Nogueira, keeping his hands up, and then the Cain that sees Shane, and then coming out second round like, oh, he was not gonna do anything to exert too much power or energy when Brock got hurt. He was like, bow. Let me just move that leg out of the way. All right, knee on belly, bow. Let's open that cheek up like we've never seen before. All right, you're just going to leave your feet on the cage with you're lucky this ain't Pride, because you would have got Yuki Kondo'd. But anyways, he got pow, pow. Okay, pop, pop. Oh, you going, what? I don't know what move that was, but I know what I'm going to do. Pop, pop. Even when, Brock got clipped and he was rolling all over the cage, looking like a wheelbarrow, you didn't see Kane run across. Oh my God, he's gonna get away. The cage is only so big. Sooner or later, he's got to stop rolling. So he's rolling and doing a front roll, back flip, somersault, all this craziness. And Kane is literally, oh, there you are. Pop, pop. He falls back. Pop, pop. Everything just simple. It's just rudimentary. Just do what we gotta do. And that's that. Finally, though, damn. Brock Lesnar, mad props, but it's clear, he's a very big, strong, fast guy. But when you have somebody who's able to counter those things with, a game plan, skills, etc., and actually enough physical attributes to stop all that stuff, then, this is what happens. How many of guys like this are there in the UFC? I'm not going to pretend like Brock Lesnar is going to go out and fight Junior Dos Santos and maybe, not get that takedown and stay on top and tire Dos Santos out. I'm not going to pretend that might not happen. Especially after we saw what happened with Dos Santos versus Roy Nelson. Not to say that the striking is at all the same. And I'm not going to act like Brock Lesnar still couldn't beat a whole lot of guys out there. But Cain Velasquez and, to be honest, Shane Carwin with proper cardio are two guys he's not beating that are in the UFC. Outside of the UFC, there are some other guys. But again, it all comes down to that takedown. If Brock Lesnar gets that takedown, there's a lot of issues with certain people. They get taken down and they give up the position. Cain Velasquez is not one of those people. Great showing by Cain Velasquez. He's fighting Junior Dos Santos next. This is the fight so many of us wanted to see, and now we get to see it in a title match. Awesome. Moving on. Jake Shields. Wow. Whoa. Versus Martin Kampmann. Whoa. What are you doing, Martin Kampmann? Put him on the list of people with horrendous game plans. You put him beside. He's on par with Chet Congo. And who else? He just has horror. Come on, dog. What are you doing? Staying in the clinch. The UFC had two things happen today. One, the softest strikes ever thrown in the UFC's history in the first round. This wasn't from being gassed. This was just, I'm not going to put any effort on. Martin Kampmann shouldn't even have checked these kicks. He should have walked through them and just said, show me some respect. But Martin Kampmann, I don't know what he's doing trying to submit this dude. I don't know what he's doing. Jake Shields is dead by the second round. D-E-D. That's right, I left the A out. He's dead. And Jake Shields is still just like, look at how I'm just imagine like a drunk, high, anything. And in this motion, you saw me right now. I'm passing guard. Now I'm in mount. Oh, damn, he got his guard back. But that's what Jake Shields was doing, man. He was, like, invertebrating his way back. Like, Jake Shields, wow, he's not going to tell a shot after this. That's for sure. My God. What would he do against GSP? Good Lord. Martin Kampmann did not throw one serious strike other than that kick in this entire fight. He did not unload. He did not do anything. He just stood there and said, oh, we're just playing patty cake. Oh, all right. Oh, let me try and get you with this Darce choke. Let me try and get you with this guillotine while you pass the side control. Oh, my God. What a ridiculous fight. This was Martin Kampmann's fight to win. And, against Paul Daly, he wants to strike. And against Jake Shields, he wants to grapple. I think, he probably wants to go play heads-up poker against, Daniel Negreanu. He probably thinks that it'd be a good idea to get in an arm wrestling match with, Gary Goodridge. And he probably thinks that he can try and outlift Mariusz Pudzianowski. Like, I don't know what this dude is thinking. You need to go to Greg Jackson's camp, obviously, so that they can teach you how to use your strengths against your against your opponent's weaknesses. You need to do something, figure something out, because this trying to beat people at their own game thing is just out of control, stupid. Jake Shields, okay, you got the win, good job. Go back to Stockton, talk to your boys, and figure this thing out. because you almost got embarrassed. If he loses that fight, he's completely embarrassed. He won that fight, so he's just embarrassed. He still won, but you better believe he's not partying. He's being carried back to the hotel. They're laying him on the bed, and they're leaving. The rest of the boys, they're partying. They're locking the door. Do not disturb. They're going to go out and try and do something. Jake Shields is sleeping right now. Good Lord. Diego Sanchez versus Paulo Thiago. Nice to see Diego Sanchez back. Mad props to I mean, these guys are not the most popular, camp amongst fight fans, right? Jackson submission fighting. But when you take Diego Sanchez from what we saw in his previous few fights and put him up against Paulo Thiago, a serious fighter with, some good... Oh, man. Diego Sanchez was like, F all this yes stuff and let's just get back to business. No more antics. Wow, awesome fight. I said this fight was going to be all about who goes for the takedowns, who, exerts the energy, who goes first, who shoots first, da-da-da-da-da. At the beginning, it looked like Paulo Thiago might actually do something, and then Diego said, yo, I'm trying to be Diego the Nightmare Sanchez, even though I don't want to be called Nightmare anymore. And Paulo Thiago was not ready for that. He's ready to turn a corner and have people shooting rounds or AK-47s at him and stuff like that in Brazil in the favelas, but he was not ready for Diego Sanchez to just put it on like that. Round 2, middle of round 2, round 3. Oh, man, he was tired. Awesome job, Diego Sanchez. Paulo Thiago, good job. Y'all got fight of the night, probably $60,000 each. Congrats. Tito Ortiz versus Matt Hamill. Damn, I'm looking at this now. I didn't even realize. Other than that bum-ass Gonzaga dude, I almost got the main card completely right. Matt Hamill, he did what he was going to do. Beat Tito Ortiz, somebody who hasn't won in 4 years. Somebody who hasn't beat... honestly, let's keep it real. When's the last time he actually beat somebody of any real relevance? So, he beat Ken Shamrock. That fight was a joke the second time and the third time. Okay, so Forrest Griffin... 2006, April 15. And then Vitor Belfort before that. Nice, Patrick Cote, right? He was never going to beat Chuck Liddell, so, that's just something that's not going down. But it's been, 5 damn years, right? Tito Ortiz is not the dude. And really, if Tito Ortiz wasn't Tito Ortiz, if he wasn't the Huntington Beach bad boy, the blonde-haired Mexican dude or whatever, who everybody knows from having the bad attitude in the fights with Chuck Liddell, they would have cut his ass a long time ago, and he would have been over somewhere else, the Strikeforce, maybe getting beat by Mousasi or something. Matt Hamill, good job. Again, though, none of these two are going to be championship material probably at any time in their entire careers in the future. But still, it's not always about being the champ. Sometimes it's just about doing your best and forgetting the rest, P90X. Brendan Schaub versus Gabriel Gonzaga. Look, time to send Gabriel Gonzaga and Czech Congo. Let them go headline W1. That's not a shot to W1, but let them go headline a smaller event. They could, appreciate and actually, benefit off of these names. Let them go fight somewhere else. They haven't fought each other yet. That's a nice fight that should happen anyways. Hell. Maybe the UFC will put together one of you guys getting the F out of here fight, and it'll be between those two. Gabriel Gonzaga had nothing. He looked terrible. He was afraid to strike. He was just content to get punched in the face, and that's it. I mean, good job, Brendan Schaub. You talked a whole lot of junk, not even about your fighter, just stupid stuff in general. It's still stupid, but good job with the fight. Very nice handwork. He didn't get tired. He was just willing and able to just keep going and keep going and keep going. Nice combos, nice head work, pretty nice footwork. I mean, you were fighting, for the most part, a punching bag with a black belt, but still a great job. If Gabriel Gonzaga isn't fighting Czech Congo, and adversely, if Czech Congo isn't fighting Gabriel Gonzaga, take those two dudes out of the UFC. That's an order. Court McGee versus Ryan Jensen. Look, I understand that the UFC is They say it's the big leagues, but in the big leagues, you get paid millions of dollars. And when you get paid millions of dollars, you get to train full time so that you can actually look, act, and respond like a professional athlete. What would happen if Cristiano Ronaldo got tired in the second half? What would happen if, Sidney Crosby, couldn't play in the third period because he was too tired? Or if, these dudes on the football field running nonstop every single damn play just so, I can take me off, dog, I'm tired. These dudes in MMA, man, I know they're not getting paid the money they should be, and that doesn't make it easy for someone to become a professional athlete physically and cardio-wise, but I still want to see them actually perform like a professional athlete. Ryan Jensen, this was his fight to win. He has the tools to beat Court McGee, but he went out there and got tired. And then Court McGee said, all right, well, I'm not tired, so I guess I'll win this. Good job, Court McGee. Patrick Cote versus Tom Lawler. Patrick Cote, they were talking, he almost, he was giving Anderson Silva a tough fight and all this foolishness, and maybe he should get a title shot one day again, and he's probably getting cut. Damn, it's too bad. Good win for Tom Lawler. He did his Art Jimerson move at the weigh-ins. Congrats there with some nice, antics. I like it. Roberts defeated Mike Guyman. I guess Sam Stout beat Paul Taylor, but that was a bogus-ass decision. I'm going to watch that fight later. That's what I hear. Same thing with Chris Camozzi defeating Dong Yi Yang. I heard that was a bad decision as well. Who knows? I haven't seen it. And then Gilbert Yvel is gone. He was 1 win, 7 losses, and 1 draw in Pride. And in the UFC, he is 0-3. The main card after that first fight was pretty good. Good job, guys. Congratulations, Kane. And, damn. It's a nice thing to have that weight off your shoulders of Brock Lesnar being the champion when he's just, it's 2010. It's not supposed to be about the biggest guy wins. And he was just effing this whole mixed martial arts thing up. That's what it started with, saying jiu-jitsu and this. And the smaller guy can win. And Brock Lesnar was like, no, he can't because I'm the bigger guy. Thank God he came out and thank God Velasquez was able to bring a little bit of restoration back to mixed martial arts. Let's see what happens in the future, y'all. MMA, it's important. Peace.